Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I have a few cute little guests today. So welcome to the Patient Stitcher. That's my Instagram. That is, I think, everything I do. It's just what I love to do. And hi, sweetheart. So I wanted to introduce my grandson, who has not been on the show or on my channel because he lives in Alaska, and they're going to be going back in the next couple days. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi, everybody? Say hi. Auntie. Where's Auntie? His name is Declan, and he has been here for almost 3 weeks. So, and this is my daughter, Alyssa. She came a year and a half ago, a year ago, and asked if I had a project for her, if she could do one. So guess what? She has now become an addict. Not as bad as you. Not as bad as I am. But with that being said, she is more than a one project person now. So that makes me happy. I'm excited about it. So I think today we'll just go over some of the things that she's working on. I didn't get as much done. I had my grandson here and my other granddaughter, who just turned a month old today, might make an appearance today. I didn't get any stitching in. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been hectic. It's been crazy. I've enjoyed everybody and visiting everybody, and if anybody knows me, family comes first. So as much as I do love to stitch, I pretty much just hung out with the family and worked. So with that being said, I could show you my whips, but if Alyssa wants to show, we're doing a video, honey. Do you want to be? That's my daughter, Emma. You're gonna meet everybody today. So if you hear noise in the background, I'm sorry. My grandson is just going to make tons of noise, and hopefully we can get through it without too many interruptions. So Alyssa, would you like to explain what you've been working on? Oh, that's my daughter, Alyssa. I don't even know if I said her name. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So would you like to tell them what you've been working on?
But you can also follow me at that_stitching_mama.
She's on Instagram, which I'll put in the comments too, so you guys can get to it fast. She can't show you her completed projects, but she has completed a couple of dimensions kits already.
Yes, I have completed a dimensions kit, and it was the American Patriot. I got that, I believe, at Joann's, as well as my mason jar florals that I did. I completed both of those. I think I started my floral one in July. Yeah, in July, and then I went back home, and I think I honestly completed it a few months ago, like maybe 2 months ago.
And then she got the next kit that she's gonna show you today.
I completed that with the American Patriot for my husband, who was deployed at the time. And then I've completed the other 2 small ones that got me started. After I completed my mason jar floral one, I moved to my Aurora cabin. Hold on, baby. And
which I'm actually, this one is in my whips, my works in progress, which will be probably coming out next year because that is going to be my dimensions year, and my grandson is enjoying my desk because my desk literally is like a hobby surrounding everything's all over it.
So I have,
yeah, leave it, baby.
This is my Aurora cabin.
It looks so good. Look at that. That's like, I cannot wait to get this far. Look at the reflections. That is so cool.
I've been working on this one since August
15th, I think. And she only usually gets to work on her projects when Declan is sleeping, or see what I mean? Like, I have my quilting rulers. Only when she's sleeping, or
I only get to stitch. I only get to stitch when my son goes to sleep, and then I probably stitch for like 3 to 4 hours and go to sleep way too late. Yeah, I regret it every morning. I regret it every morning. And then I decided to take a break on that while I was here after I found this small project at Michael's.
Yeah, it was Michael's.
And I completed it in like 3 days.
Yeah, look at that. That's amazing.
So
I don't even know how I can't even complete anything at this point in time in my life.
So then I also, after I finished that, started on another one. And this is a footprints, what? I don't know what it's called.
I did a footprints one too that is completely finished. Do you want to bring her around here and I can actually show her?
No, I started that one because I saw that
She
my mom
hungry?
had a footprints one that she finished from my grandpa
She might need a little bit more.
years ago.
So, right. Sorry.
Sorry. I am going to say bye because I can't get my child to calm down. Oh, you love them? Yep, love you.
Say love you. He does sign language, so it's really cool.
You say bye-bye?
Can you blow kisses to everybody? Oh, yay.
You're cute when you want to be.
And this is my granddaughter, Aviana Aurora. I know you guys know that she's been... Oh, you love baby?
Oh, he wants to give you a hug. Okay. Yep,
So this is my granddaughter, Aviana Aurora. She is about ready to eat, so she's getting very hungry. Bye, sweetie. And so before everybody loses it, you'll probably see it in the pause in the video. She's a month old today, and it's been a little crazy. My daughter lives with me, so she is pretty much taken care of by just about everybody, and she's loved by everybody. And just like my grandson, hectic. I'm going to say this to you, all you ladies who and gentlemen, whoever's watching. Bless you all who have children, young children, toddlers. My daughter picks on me all the time. Infants, even teenagers. I do have a couple teenagers in the house, but I will tell you, teenagers aren't as bad. Well, let me just say, I praise you all who stitch, quilt, crochet, knit, I don't care what you do. And continue to do that when you have young children. Because
like me?
It's difficult, it's hard. Yeah, I did this a long time ago with 4 of my own daughters. I didn't do much crafting, I didn't do much stitching, I didn't do much of and excuse us, because that was big. I didn't do much. Someone didn't burp you right. I didn't do a lot of this because I was busy raising children. So if you are stitching, thank you. That just, you guys are sharing your life and your families, and it's a hectic, hectic world out there. So with that, hi, you back again? So with that, I'm going to pause and come back with the rest of my stuff because I have haul, lots of it. Not only have I had haul, I have kitted that haul, and I have done quite a few other things. That's going to be very loud. I've kitted a few other things, and plus I'm going to go with plans because I don't have a lot of stitching to show you, unfortunately. And actually kind of a goof up. So with that being said, I'll be back in just a moment. All right, y'all, I'm back. It's just been very hectic around here. And so the things that I have for you that I have worked on, I did the spin the wheel. Oh, geez, really? So I did the spin the wheel, and I did the trick or treat Haid. I didn't get anywhere with it. I really did do a few stitches. I'll show you. I finished the top part, or at least emptied or put some more in it, I should say. So I finished all the little extra dots that are in here. This line right here is actually the next page, but it is like not even 9. Like, so I'm working on that one too. So I did fill in this leaf, and I did finish, I filled in a lot of the top and worked on this leaf right here. But of course I had lofty goals and wanted to do, I really wanted to get a full page done. But I will tell you this much. My grandson doesn't sit, nor does any child. I don't know if any child ever really sits, do they? So that prevented me from doing anything. So, and this is gonna be really loud, I'm so sorry. I went to visit my husband in Pittsburgh for a short period of time and said, oh yeah, I'm bringing in, it's not even in here, I'm bringing a project because guess what? I got to stitch. Not much, but I did get to stitch. So, this stuff can't be on video just in case my secret Santa's watching, which she might be, because, you know, my secret Santas are sneaky and I wouldn't know that they're even watching, but they couldn't see that if they tried. So in fact, let me move my camera just a skosh this way, because I don't want to give up the secret. So you guys have seen my Santa sleigh. I had this part really right here is pretty much where I ended off at. I finished some of this up in here, got rid of some loose threads over this direction. The Krynic finally came in, so I will work on the Krynic later. This is so close to a finish, it's not even funny, but I didn't get any more into it. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy about the progress. Again, this was a goal to be done by end of 2020. So this is definitely, it can be done. It can definitely be done. So that will probably be, you'll see it probably either in November or December. I don't know if it'll happen in November because I have some crazy plans for November. It's my birthday month. So of course I can do whatever I want on my birthday month. But something funny about this project. This is Dasher by Nora Corbett. I'll show you. I'm sure you guys already know. You've seen all of you have seen them. So there's Dasher by Nora Corbett. And Dasher is on some Crystal Alchemy by Picture This Plus. She's with Donner. Donner's gorgeous. I've showed this one before. I love the deer. I love everything about these deer. I just love them. So I have pretty much finished all the regular stitching on Dasher. I did get the frame done. I got the rest of his antlers done besides 3032. And I don't know if any of you all know this, but 3032 is a hard thing to find lately. And I didn't want to order a single skein online and then pay a whole whopping $3 for shipping. I just wasn't going to do that. So I went to, when I was at Pittsburgh, I went to the local craft store. I want to say I did it at Hobby Lobby. I found a couple at Hobby Lobby, so I snagged them up. But let me just say, I stopped working on this because I don't know if you all know this, but I'm planning on doing all the reindeer. So the reindeer are going to be on this full sheet, okay? I was trying to do these reindeer in the order and the fashion that they are pulling Santa's sleigh. It is very difficult to find this information, and I have now messed it up because that is not how Dasher and Dancer, or Donner and Dancer are on the sleigh, and I did not realize this. So it has come to my attention that I've already messed it all up and I've already stitched them. So guess what? I guess the only, well, now y'all will know everything, but really the only person that's going to know what reindeer is what is Nora Corbett. So let's just say that we're just not going to care anymore. So there's Donner and Dasher. And again, this one pretty much needs, actually you can see, I started stitching the Krynic down here on the bottom. It's kind of a little difficult to see with this fabric. And I'm out. I don't know what it is with me and my Krynic lately, but I don't have enough to finish my projects. So I'm assuming that I really need to work on this. An order is in. It will be part of my next stash haul piece. I am sure of this. All right, so while I was at Hobby Lobby, I purchased some fabric. Flosstube Stitchy Nose happens to every time. What's up with that? And I just purchased the Zweigarts 28 count Cashel, or 32. It's in a prepackaged. Sometimes it's just easier for me to purchase fabric that way. But I wanted to try my own hand at hand dyeing. So some of you got a little teaser on my Instagram. This did not turn out the way I wanted it, but I love it. So this is 32 count. It's on Zweigarts. And I hand dyed this myself. I am so pleased with how this turned out. It's not showing up as, look at that. That's a really cool. I really like how it turned out. I'm playing with this fabric. This is the gray. No, actually, this is actually going on a project that I have right here. that I told you I was kitting up. I was kitting up some projects, and this is one of them. And go figure, I cannot find it because it's not at my backing call. Oh yeah, it is. There it is. So I have been kitting crazy. My daughter thinks I lost my damn mind, but the one that's here, they all think I lost my mind. But I got this not that long ago. It is Stony Creek collection. It is into All Good Night. I really wanted my fabric to be this dark, but I really like the marbleizing that you can do in your fabric. I really love the textures that it has. I've not ironed this yet, but this is the piece it's gonna go on. So I really think this will be a great piece, and I just stitched it. Don't mind my stitching's horrible, but I guess it really just doesn't matter as long as it doesn't fray. Who cares? So that is now a kitted project. It's fully there. I have all my floss. I mean, it's ready to rock. So with that being said, I have another project that I really wanted to do, and I had no idea how to tea dye. I think this is 28 count. It is. I had no idea how to tea dye, so I took some black tea that I had and I let it steep for, I don't know, probably 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. And I then soaked this piece of fabric. Check this out. This is not even showing up as a true color. Oh, there we go. A little bit. This has to be some of the coolest fabric. Doesn't smell like it, which is pretty cool, I guess. Maybe if I put it in a bag for a while. But I need to iron it too. I love this. This just turned out so amazing. I'm really in love with this. So this project right here, it was tea dyed for this. I know you guys, I've mentioned this before in the past. I am a die-hard Norman Rockwell fan. I love him. There's nothing, and I do believe this is a Norman Rockwell piece. Yeah, or it's a Saturday Evening Post, which I still think it's a Norman Rockwell piece, but I tea dyed it specifically for this piece, and I really just think that this is going to be such a great piece for this project. Again, I'm gonna iron it, and because I literally just did this last night. I tea dyed that for an hour. I am very happy with how the color turned out on that piece, so I'm really excited to get started on that. I'm really excited to see how it looks. And now I'm kind of curious. So, you know, I know a lot of people have tea dyed. I have some of this other tea. I even have some raspberry tea. I'm gonna try to do, I think I'm gonna try to do other ones, smaller swatches, to see how they turn out. Do they turn out a little more red? Do they turn out more like still on this cream colored side? So I had a blast. The next piece I'm going to show you didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to be an extremely light gray. It will not work out for what I want it to, but I still love how this turned out. This is supposed to be like a charcoal gray. It is totally a charcoal gray, but it's not, unfortunately. My husband said, "Hey honey, do you see the skulls in there?" And I was like, "No, this is a great Halloween fabric." Well, I lifted it up. Can you see it? If you can't see it, I'm printing out here. There seems to be a ghostly figure. Oh, all right, hold on. I'm all miscombobulated today. My husband thought it was the coolest thing that I had fabric that looked like it had a skull on it. It's in the same area. See this guy? How cool is that? He looks pretty ghostly to me. My husband said this looks like more of a skull. So I may have to find a Halloween project to put this on, because I found that this just turned out so good. I love how these turned out. And it's showing true on camera too, so that's good. Isn't it crazy? So, that was a fun project. So, I don't know what else I have. I do have more. So we have this local store called Stash. Oh, Lord bless me.
Maybe they'll have it on here.
Yes, called Scraps and Skeins. I live in Pennsylvania, and I'm a sucker for fall fabric. I'm a sucker for any kind of fabric personally, because if y'all didn't know, I don't just cross stitch. I do a lot of other things. I quilt. I crochet. I knit. I don't know if there's anything I don't do. I think I introduced that in the beginning. I think it's easier for me to say what I don't do versus what I do. Anyway, oh goodness, I didn't realize it, but man, there is a couple Christmas projects from my quilting BOM groups, so I need to kind of stay away from that corner. So they had this fabric. I purchased, this one is 1 yard, and then I found in another area another 2 yards, and believe it or not, I only paid $9 for 3 yards of fall fabric. Check those out. I was tickled pink. I was like, that's 3 yards of fabric. I mean, I could back something, I could play with it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but which is typically what happens to me. I never know what I'm gonna do with it. So from Scraps and Skeins, this is what I got. I always find something from them. I actually went there originally for some feet for my Janome because it was like half off. I don't even know where those went to, but if I find them, oh, there we go. Sorry, I've got all my stuff right here in the corner. So, quilting feet. Can you believe this? There's 3 of them in here. Still new in the package. Jeez, I'm still new in the package. But I do like to quilt, and I have 1 foot, but I would like to me, you never hurts to have more than 1. But I only paid $25 for these. This is impressive. And so I'm totally stoked about this. Another thing that I got from there is some fabric that was kind of like just scrunched in the corner a little bit. I don't actually know what kind of fabric it is. I'll have to get my ruler out and figure it out, but it's not Zweigert's because it's not on the seam, but it's just a long piece, just 1 long piece of fabric. I do want to say this is 32. It looks like it's 32. It's linen, but 1 long piece, and I paid $1. So I was like, okay, I think I can handle that, and I'm sure I can find something. This actually might be some test dye fabric for such a cheap price, so I'm okay with that. This is some extremely super soft. I paid $4 for this, but this has already been done, and it's a pretty good sized piece. It's thinner. I would say again, this is probably another 32 count. It is linen. Yeah, but $4. So I was like, I can handle that too. Again, it is really super soft to the touch, so I don't know what kind it would be, but someone obviously, I can't get my serger to work at the moment, so someone obviously serged this, so thank you whoever did that, because my serging and stitching at the moment is less than par. All right, now I'm going to say public service announcement. Jeez, Carrie, stop that. Public service announcement. Stash Unload. I really have a love-hate relationship with that site. It's on Facebook. I have spent my limit there and got new charts for stuff that I just don't, it's crazy. It's crazy. Since I have talked with you last, let's just say, I really think I need some cross stitcher pamphlets anonymous or something, because the serial stitcher has gone a little crazy. I have probably purchased more charts than I can ever stitch in my lifetime. But what's really cool about the charts that I purchased, it's charts that I would have never ever thought that I would have purchased. So I'm kind of going down a new path. I'm stitching new artists. I'm seeing new artists. I really like that. and I'm excited to start to do new stitches. So let me go grab the ones that I just got, because I was kitting them up and I don't have them with me at the moment. So hold on, and then next we'll see all the haul that I have purchased in the last few weeks. Okay. Let's just say my lap is a little full at the moment, so if you hear rustling, that is totally what I'm doing. I am pulling out my projects as I go. What is wonderful about this is everything that I've been kitting up so far, I've actually either had the fabric in my stash, which, let me just tell you something, I had a couple totes of fabric. It was overflowing, so it's really nice to fit some things with some projects. I will be skimping on some of these, like less than an inch. So I don't know how this will go, but I am a big fan of Cricut Collection. I purchased this one, which is September. I will be probably working on this soon. I'm actually working on the winter one. I have a couple of these. I am a big person on trying to, I love the months, I like doing all that stuff. But I had this fabric from Fiberlicious that I purchased eons ago. I don't even know. I can't tell you how long ago. It was the fabric of the month. And I thought that this would be this is called Golden Oak. And I figured that this would be a great color to stitch that on. What do you think? Great September color, right? So I do believe I will have an inch or two on the sides. So that'll be, it's a 32 count linen. So it is a little darker than what its suggested color is. So I probably will try a floss toss right before I try to stitch this, just to make sure that we won't be running into too much difficulties, or either that or I will change the floss color. We'll see what happens first. So that was one of them. So I guess you're kind of getting you're getting both angles here. You're getting what I'm gonna stitch and what I purchased, and well, this is just gonna be plain old white. So hopefully this isn't making too much noise. All right, so I also purchased from the Cricut Collection the month of May. I love the beehive. I love the butterflies, and I love these. Check out these guys. These ladies are stinking cute, and they're flying a kite. I really like the month of May. The beehives are so cute. The little bees. Be very excited to actually do this. This is just stitched on just plain white. This is 32 count Swagarts. Probably prepackaged. I don't know, I didn't put it in here, so, but it is prepackaged. I stitched it myself, or I stitched the other stuff myself. So to go along with the same theme of things, I also purchased white, or I also purchased, goodness gracious, June. I didn't like the fabric that this one was actually stitched on, so I went a little something different. My daughter was born in June, and I really want the white, this color right here, to kind of pop a little bit more, because it seems like on this colored fabric it didn't pop as much. I'm hoping it does. This is a 28 count Spirit Lugana from Picture This Plus, but I really like the colors. I think it's a little bit darker than what's shown. Again, I'll probably do a floss toss right before I stitch on it. Something from my stash, so figured I'd go for it. If not, I might do it a little bit darker. We'll see what happens. Again, another one from my wonderful, and going with the same theme of things. It's December. I really love this one. I love everything about Christmas. Of course, it's got Santa. It's got Gingerbread Man. It's got an angel on the R in December. I really love this piece. But again, I love Cricut Collection. So this is from Picture This Plus also. It's called Jazz. It's on 28 count. So I really think this would be a fun December one. I don't know if the front, that one is a little bit darker on that side. So I think this would be a great fun, the purple kind of reminds me of how cold December really can be. So I was like, I kind of like that. That makes me happy. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. Okay, I'll tell you this much, you guys. I'm not big when it comes to, I actually really don't own a lot of Prairie Schoolers. I don't own a lot of it's just not been something I've had the opportunity to stitch or to do, but they unloaded their prayer schoolers, and of course I'm a sucker for Santa. But my daughter also plays hockey, the one that just had her daughter. So I picked up Prairie Schooler, hockey, see all the ice skates. I couldn't resist, I had to have it. And of course Santa and a sled and his Christmas tree and a bunch of presents in his backpack. And, I mean, hello, he's holding a needle and he's stitching. I could not pass this one up. This was so stinking cute. So I had this fabric purchased. I didn't actually purchase this. It's been in my stash. I don't know how much I'm going to get on it, but I'm thinking I can get all of them. It's got this really cool, I don't know. I just really like this fabric, and I just sniffed it because I thought it smelled like older, musty. But I've had it. I probably found it at a yard sale somewhere, no joke, and just put it in my stash and just went from there. So that, I think, was my first Cricut collection, or not Cricut collection, but it's Prairie Schooler. But well, let me just say it wasn't my last. Okay, and the themes of the months. I did get July. I now have to figure out what months I don't have, because I did purchase quite a few of them. And I'm going to stitch this on Fiberlicious. What's the color? It doesn't really give me the color. It was another fabric of the month. It's, yeah, but it's a really cool, no, that's not right color. It's like a teal. It's like a very, like, aqua-y blue. Oh, there you go. A little bit right there. There you go. So I figured that'd be really, it kind of matches what the pattern already has. So I thought that was a wonderful color to be adding to that one. And here comes another Prairie Schooler. I think I had this fabric already in my stash. This is, it might even be a 25 count, so who knows. It's a tiny itty bitty piece, because it does look like it's 25 count. Yep, it's 25 count. Sometimes when I only have these little snippets, I will put what was on them in pen or pencil or something just in the line, so I can actually, so I know what it is, because I will lose it and not remember anything. So I got another Prairie Schooler, which I like this because it kind of goes with the themes of the months, and I figured throughout the house I do decorate from time to time. I can add these to some kind of tier or whatever I'm doing, but I really like these. Santa, Liberty. I love this. This is so cool. And I will never say anything's a quick stitch, because whenever I say that, it turns out to be the nightmare that I've ever stitched or not stitched, and then I get discouraged. So we're not even going to talk about that. So, and this is probably another, oh, actually, what's so funny about this is this, I found this also at the thrift store. I do believe this is 32 count. I don't know what it is, because guess what? It just, they had it in pieces at that Scraps and Skeins, and there was 6 of them. So I just picked them up and said, okay, whatever. So here's at least 2 of them to go with this next project that I actually am really super stoked to stitch on. And it's another Prairie Schooler, but y'all know I love my Christmas. I just love the Santa and the reindeer, and I love the top one. I love this one. And this just reminds me of the house in the woods with all the trees around it. Yeah, I can see me getting this one done too. I don't know when, because y'all know time is a little crazy anymore, so I don't know if I can fit all 3 of these on one. We'll have to see what my time permits. I had this fabric in my stash. It's 28 count Tyco cashel linen. This is also a picture of this. Plus, I do believe when I have a tag like this, I do believe I probably got this from 1, 2, 3 Stitch or something. But now that I know how to tea dye my own, this kind of looks like almost like what I tea dyed up. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? So this is another Cricut collection magazine, or another Cricut collection, but I could not pass this one up. Again, this will probably be something that I will stitch pretty soon. Santa and then the reindeer head and Jingle. I don't know if I'll make it into a pillow, but I really thought that was cool. So I'm almost through with my stash, y'all. So let's see what else I got. This one does not. Oh, there's 2 of them in here. I must be doing them both. You guys won't be surprised at this one either. Look what I picked up. Santa ornaments. This will be something I'll probably stitch all of these. As y'all know, I think I've told you in one of my last videos that I plan on doing ornaments for my children each year. They're all getting older and they're obviously adding more kids. So I wanted to leave behind something that they'd be like, oh, my Mimi, which is what my grandchildren call me, my Mimi did that for me, or my children can look back and be like, you know, it's my mom stitched that. But then I got this one too. It's kind of like the last one I showed you. It's got the pumpkin. I love the turkey. The turkey makes me happy. Yeah, I just think it's really cool because it goes for every holiday pretty much that we have. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. So I do not have any fabric picked out for that one, but oh yeah, I do actually. Look at that. See, remember I told you guys that I shop at Hobby Lobby? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes this is the easiest way to go. Especially when I can't find something that'll work. Sometimes I just purchase a package and just go with it, and this isn't even weave. So sometimes I just go with it, and then I just go from there. And then the last one I have is, I also got from Prairie Schooler. There's the Prairie Schooler, is more Santa ornaments. So my children will probably get at least one of these, at least one. If they won't, each one will probably get their own. Who knows? Maybe I'll change some colors somehow or whatever I can. But I'm going to actually stitch this on Oh My Moose. Perfect for Alaska, right? It's 28 count Jobelin. But yeah, look at that. Here, I really think that this is a great color to stitch those Santas. It's almost the color that's on. It's kind of like just perfect. I don't know how many Santas I can stitch on this, but I will work on that. So over the next few weeks until the end of the month, I may or may not finish the sleigh. It is on the top of my list. I have everything to finish the sleigh, so there may be a finish for that one. I am working on my Secret Santa stuff for my quilting group. That has been a top priority. I have been doing some crazy things, so I think that is a top priority because I have to get, one of them is, I can't tell you where they're at. So there you go. I almost just made that a great mistake. I'm gonna finish that. I don't think there's, oh, I have a stocking that I'm working in the middle of finishing. I've watched a couple of YouTubers. One of them would be Vana. She does a lot of finishes. She does lots of things that I think are pretty crazy and amazing, and I just love her. I like watching her tutorials. Her tutorials are really, really good. So I've watched a couple of hers. I've seen a couple of others also that, but I'm pretty much to the point where I've already cut the lining. I'm making little short videos so you can see all the stuff that I've done and how to finish it. Like I said, I'm making some things for my Secret Santa, which I can do a little video, and I might just plug them all in on their own. That's why I'm called the Patient Stitcher, because I do everything. Even though I do Flosstube, I probably will end up doing a video in regards to the stuff that I made also for Christmas, but it will not be until after Christmas. So November's coming up. Semi-Stained Stitchers is doing a November group kind of thing, and I'm changing it up a little bit. I will be on there stitching away because I think it's like 500 stitches, but I'm doing a new thing called New Start November. I am going to stitch on several projects. It kind of goes on the same lines as Mania, but every time I go and do Mania, I feel like I never all my starts for Mania, I shouldn't say all of them, a good portion of my starts, because life gets crazy. It gets crazy busy. And I try to do like 15 new starts, blah, blah, blah. But the last couple years I've just fallen off the wagon because I can't keep up. So this year I'm doing a new start November. In each one of my projects or each one of my new starts that is going to happen in November is going to have at least 500 stitches. So I will feel like I've made progress. I won't feel like I just started something just to start something, even though that's kind of sort of what I'm doing. And I just have so many projects that I just want to start. Like I have new designers, I have new Etsy patterns, I have some, and I just have the urge to want to start them. So that's what I'm gonna do. So every 500 stitches I do, that project's going away, I'm gonna start another one. So I don't know how many I'm gonna have at the end of the month, but I guarantee you I'll have at least 30. So with that being said, my whip stash is gonna blow up. I will spin the wheel also and see what comes up for the month of November. But if I feel really great with my stitching, then I might just stop that and work on my whip of the month. But I'm kind of excited. I actually want to see, I'm guessing that I'm going to have 35 new whips. Some things I can stitch really, really fast. So I think there's some days I'm going to be able to stitch like 2 whips or 2 projects. So that would not be something, it's something I can definitely do. So stay tuned. I might even vlog it. I've never vlogged, but I might have to vlog this because I think that this is fun. It's exciting. It's something new and I've never done it before. So I just might have to, yeah, maybe you guys will get to know me a little bit more and I can explain to you how my day's going and you get to see how this is. And you guys get to spend the whole month with me because I'm older now and I believe the whole month is mine. So yeah, from the 1st to the 30th is my birthday month and I can do whatever I want. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for staying around. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. I love all your comments. I've had such great comments from people, and I did want to apologize also because I didn't turn the commenting on and ask questions, and then I felt really bad because they asked this really ridiculous question on YouTube about, is this children safe? And I said yes, and they blocked all my comments. So it was just the weirdest thing. With that being said, thank you. Thank you for your comments. I can hear my grandson at the door, which is probably my time to say I gotta go. Thank you for supporting me. Thanks all so much for your messages. Thanks for your comments, messages. I get some stuff all the time. And I absolutely love you guys. You guys make me want to stitch more. You guys make me want to do some more videos, and I've just been very excited. And even though I didn't have as much of my stitching and updates to show you this time, I had a lot of other stuff to share. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new, I know this is way late in the video to be saying this, and you subscribe, thank you for that. Thanks for all your shares. I know there's a few people actually out there that made the comment on that mentioned me, and I'll make sure I give them the great mention in my next video too, because I really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate you mentioning my video and enjoying it. So thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of November, and I'll see you guys, or rest of October, and a safe Halloween too, if you celebrate Halloween. And I'll see you guys back in a couple weeks right before November starts. So, all right, have a great day. Bye. Happy stitching.